Hi everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel, and in this video we will look at problem 635 from Leetcode. So here is the problem statement, and we basically have to fill out, say, this put function and retrieve function. So we do have to implement those methods, and so this problem may look difficult, but I don't think this is too difficult. So, but anyway, try to come up with your own solution or pseudocode, and if you cannot come up with your own solution, then do not get discouraged. This is not something that you want to get discouraged over this Leetcode problem. So let's look at my solution. So the strategy here is that I will be basically create a list. We will call that storage, and our storage, this list will contain all the information about the ID and then the corresponding timestamp. Now we cannot just create a simple list, because we do have to think a little bit hard about how to create this storage list. We know that the format of timestamp is given by this, and if you look at the retrieve method, if say the granularity is day, then we don't really care about what comes next, right? So after day we have hour, minute, and second. We don't really care about what they are. So if granularity is set to day, then we don't care what comes next. So that is a big thing. And so maybe we can design a list so that we can sort our list, like this storage list, based on what granularity we get. So let's first think about how to build this storage array. We will be using split method like many times in this problem. So if we are given this timestamp, and if we use split method here, then what do we get? We get a list. We get a list of strings, something like this. So 2017 01, all these guys are strings. So if you call t of 0, we get a string of 2017. So we want to build this storage array, and basically, so we are given this input. This is the put of ID is 1 and timestamp is this guy, and then our storage array will look something like this. So our first element will be, of course, this guy. The first number is the ID here, so it's gonna be 1, and then we would have, basically I made a mistake here, it should be something like this. So we have a list of lists. So we have a list inside this guy. So we have, so 1, this is ID, and then we have a list here, and then this list is, how does this look like? So we have a 2017, that's year, and then 2017 01, that is these two guys, and then 2017 01 there will be year, month, and day. We just concatenate them together, and then this one will be year, month, day, hour. This will be year, month, day, hour, minute, and then this is just all of those concatenated all together. Now you may be asking, why are we doing this? Well, we'll be using this when we want to retrieve some information. We would have to sort this array, storage, and then we are going to sort this array based on these inputs. So if I say, let's say if the granularity is year, then we will be sorting based on this guy. If the granularity is, say, I would say day, we will be sorting this storage array based on this, and then we will be using the for loop, and then so I'll talk about that part later in the code. So that's exactly what's going on here. Like here we use split method, so that time equals timestamp.split, and then we will be appending that to our storage in this format, ID, and then mode underscore time. Mode underscore time is something like this. Time 0, that will be year. Time 0 plus time 1, that will be 2017 01, and so on. Okay, so we do have to write the retrieve method. If the granularity is year, then our time underscore dict of year will be 0, right from here. And then we can sort our storage based on year. So I mentioned that part later. I mentioned this part before, but and then remember our retrieve function is, we have 3 parameters, start, end, and granularity. So we do have to use our start and end. Okay, so we will use split method again on start and end, and then we will initialize two empty string called that st and et. So st is the shorthand for starting time, et is for ending time. Okay, and then our granularity in this case is 1, right? Month, so we have a time underscore dict of month will be 1. Now let's run a for loop to build st and et. What do I mean by this? So we will be sorting this array based on month. So month will be this guy, right? So we will be using something like sort based, and then we have a key equals lambda x colon x comma 2, something like that. So I will show that part later. So for now, don't worry about that part, technical part. We basically want to care about building this st and et. So let's look at the code. I think this one would be much better if I show you the code. So this is the code. I will basically for this init function, we have self.storage, and then we have a self.time underscore dict, that's this guy. We have a put here. We will be using split method, and then mode underscore time will be like this guy, and then we append that to our storage. Now the retrieve part is a little bit interesting. So we have an index is equal to the time underscore dict of granularity. So if we are given, say, retrieve I don't know, month, then we will get something like time underscore dict of month, and then index will be equal to 1. Now we are given start time and then ending time, right? So we use split method on both start and end. Then start underscore time will be just a list of string, end underscore time will be also equal to list of string, and then initialize st and et to be empty strings, and then we will be building st and et. So in this case, if month, so we have a granularity of month, then index will be 1. And in this case, if start time is, say, I don't know, like something like this, if this is the start time, then what do you think st will be if granularity is 1? It will be just 2017 and 01. And say if I gave you, say, granularity is 2 and start is equal to this, then st will be this guy, and this guy concatenated together. So we will have st will be 2017 0101. Now why are they necessary? Because we will be running a for loop here, and if our if the num underscore 1, actually let's talk about this part later. So we will be building our st and et in this format, and then we have to sort this self storage array. I just create a separate another variable, so modify underscore storage. You can also use the sort function, but I just use this part, and then I'll be sorting it based on this index, right? This if you look at storage array, we have this format. The first number is id, so we have to look at the second one. So that's why you have a x of 1 here, and then for this guy we have 1 2 3 4 5 6. We have 6 of them, and index will be, so if I have, say, granularity is equal to month, index will be 1. So x of 1 and 1, that will correspond to this guy, right? This one is just year and month. Okay, so based on this is how we are going to sort this storage array, and then we will be set that equal to modify underscore storage, and then the result will be just another empty list, and then that's what we are going to return. So we will be enumerating our modify storage, and then the num will be, so num will be look something like this guy, and then we check if this guy, so we would have, in this case, if granularity is month, then we will be looking at this guy. If this guy is greater than or equal to st and less than or equal to et, then we append this id to our result array, and then we keep doing it for like pretty much we keep doing it until the end of this modify underscore storage, and then we return our result array. So that's basically behind, like, that's the, yeah, that's pretty much it about this problem. So it doesn't look that much difficult, right? I'm so sorry about like writing this in ugly fashion, but I hope so my, at least my strategy for this kind of problem is that I'm not really good at writing like, so I try to write my code in a very readable manner so anyone can understand my code. Yeah, I also envy people who can write code in a really like few lines, but I don't think I can do that in interview setting. So anyway, so that's for this problem. Let's see how we can, let's see how our code runs. Okay, so here is the code for this problem, exactly same code that you just saw in my Apple keynote. And unfortunately this problem is premium, so if you don't have, if you are not premium member, you cannot access this, like you cannot run this code. But anyway, I'm just showing this problem. So if you, yeah, you can try like this kind of example, but anyway, let's run this code and see what we get. That's what we get for this problem. If you cannot solve this problem on your own, I don't think you should get discouraged. I don't think you should. I don't think you should get discouraged over not solving this kind of puzzle Leetcode problem in 30 minutes. I don't think that makes you bad software engineer. But anyway, that's my view on this like coding interview. Yeah. If my video helps you guys understanding this problem, please give me thumbs up and subscribe to my channel, and I will see you guys next time. Okay, take care you guys and see you next time. Bye bye.